So I was able to get away this past weekend. I took a solo trip up to the Hudson Valley in New York State, and I wanted to recap the trip a little bit for you. One thing that came up, ironically, in my solitude and in a place with no Wi-Fi, was that I have a deep hunger to be truly known, and that I was excited to get clear and energized about engaging on social media, especially because I have new music coming out. And I just truly have a desire to share more about myself. I felt really honest and peaceful. So I think that's where this new willingness and curiosity is coming from. I wasn't manic about doing positive affirmations or spiritual processes, but I wasn't sad either. It was truly peaceful. And another thing on honesty is that the one time I left the cabin, I went on a lovely hike around Lake Minnewaska. But if I'm being really honest with myself, my favorite part was driving there and back. I don't have a car. I live in the city, but I love driving, especially with the beautiful surroundings and listening to music. So, in my head, I think it's ridiculous and a little wasteful to just want to joyride all the time, but that's the truth. Another truth was I was obsessed with making fires in the wood stove, and I don't have a lot of experience making fires. I didn't grow up with a fireplace or a fire pit. So I was like the first man on earth figuring out how to do this. And I probably took like 2 hours to light the first one the first night, but each night got bigger and better. And I just loved the process of learning. And I wasted a lot of newspaper. But I was just mesmerized by the flames. I don't know if it sounds ridiculous. I do all the things. I chant, I meditate, I journal, but staring into that fire really worked. And so I loved being honest about what really made me happy and what really raised my vibe. I could feel the tightness in my jaw. Like I actually had the time and the space to notice it. I could feel when a tag on my shirt was bothering me. Just really, truly being with myself. It was such a gift. I don't think I've ever taken a trip by myself before, if I really think about it. What else came up? I have a list here. Oh, and memories surfaced, like surrounding my body of work thus far. Just kind of like, oh yeah, I did that. Like even unreleased things. Just getting reacquainted with who I am, what I'm doing, why I'm doing it. I usually get the energy to sing and play late at night. So there I was able to do it because I wouldn't be bothering anyone. I brought like my whole goddamn house with me. I just wanted all my things. I wanted to luxuriate, especially things that I don't usually use in my daily life. I'll see, I made a list of what I brought. I got special marshmallows from the farmer's market before I left because I knew I would be making s'mores. I brought, slippers, a special candle, Palo Santo, essential oils, special tea, the special tea mug and strainer. I basically brought all my meals and snacks. Of course guitar, of course laptop, of course notebooks, markers that I like writing with, meditation music. So yeah, I really had like all my things with me. It was awesome. Let's see what else I wrote. I'm going to show you. Let's see. I wrote, I like quirky. I like that this place has no Wi-Fi or cable and that I watched Harry Potter for the first time on an actual DVD. I love being surrounded by wood and it's almost unnatural how good I am at being alone. I like that it's nice and not too styled like a manicured lawn. I like little details and conveniences. Mansions are cool. Beach houses are cool. Luxury apartments overlooking Central Park are cool. But when I fantasize, it's always a wood cabin with a vaulted ceiling. Not a lot to manage. Cozy. I'd fill it with quirky things and organic vegetables. So I wasn't even planning on documenting the trip, but in the quiet, that's what I found myself naturally doing. I just figured this was a really good time to let you peek inside my mind and start sharing what things are like from my perspective.
Zeiss did the camera for their phone. Their new Xperia 3? Xperia. I kind of wanted this. That thing's like 1300.
So I actually woke up today with the impulse to write immediately. And I know that some of you have done the artist's way process. I have not, but I am familiar with the concept of morning pages. And I took a mental note of that when I naturally wanted to do that this morning after 24 hours of decompression and hiking and building fires. I really liked that. On Sunday, I had to check out of the Airbnb at 11, but I still had the car until Monday afternoon. So I picked a place on a map and went. This is Phoenicia, New York. I purchased this monstrosity, which I will probably only have a few bites. But when in Rome, back in Jersey, Lincoln Park.